And that's a wrap. 15-20 minutes in the morning while I'm scraping. So here I'm stopping. I'm on the back side of the farm going down the lane. We're going to go down to that. That's the dry cow facility down there where that silo is. This was second cut and taken off. Bobcat 773 turbo. Remember this at the dry cow lot. She's up for sale. She's down here at the barn, the American flag barn. New tires. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, I'm back. It's good to be back. A lot of pain the last 10 days. We're in the barnyard. Scrape the bunks. Cows are waiting somewhat patiently to be fed. It's going to be 90 some degrees today. I got to get them fed as early as possible, so I'm in a little bit early. And let's fill them up. Let's go. Going on that belt feeder. Trickling right in. Here's the bull. Young tall bull right there. He wants to back out. So what I got going on here is they're all lined up. They're doing pretty well. They're cooler in this barn, so that's why they're eating. I'll show you this setup. That's that new hay silo I just filled, pouring out. All right, and then that second silo is out of corn. This silo's got about 6 feet left in it, so I'm saving that corn. I'm carrying it over to that far bunk, and I'm using this corn silage out of an ag bag. Put it on this chopper wagon. We took the roof off, put a pump on it so I can dial it right down, you know, so it just kind of trickles in. So this is that corn out of that bag, and there's your drain. And it just kind of goes along, and it mixes together when it drops from the belt feeder. High moisture corn, haylage, and corn silage, and that's what we feed them. Get in here. This cow right here, I'm no nighting her. She's about dry. She's 7 months bred. We're drying her up. And look at her bag. How small that bag is, kind of shriveled down. Nice little girl here, probably third lactation. Drying her up, probably tomorrow morning. Take her down to the funny farm. Getting this skid steer, finish scraping up while I'm feeding. Pinched nerve in my neck. I ended up going to the doctor in town. That's where Rochelle works, and they decided it was painful pinched nerve, so they gave me some steroids. Rochelle actually administered the shot to the buttocks. I don't know how many cc it was, but and they gave me some steroid pills. Well, I was on that for 10 days. It really didn't do anything. I mean, just couldn't sleep, and it was all bad. So finally I took some advice from a comment on YouTube that says you need to go to the chiropractor. I went there yesterday and worked me over, and I'm seeing some light at the end of the tunnel. I'm feeling better. So no fun when you're not feeling good. You can't get anything done. All you can do is get the bare minimum done, and that's no good. You got to do all the extra too. Get up here and flip this plow. Getting a little up close and personal with them, lining them up. That bunk's about full over yonder, so what I'm going to do is I shut the skid steer down and make sure I got this all cleaned out and ready, and I'll switch over and use this bunk. I got to turn that wagon off and turn on a couple other silos, so let's do that and fill it up. Shut this off. I'll turn this hay off. I'll turn that silo on right there. Getting ready to turn this first silo on. That's your hay. That's the other one we just filled. Belt. There she goes. Just slid this in to block that conveyor from dropping in. Now it'll carry all the way over there. They're lining up over there now. Let's go. I'll let this down a little bit. She's pouring out. And this bunk here, I like to get up by the bunk and watch it, because this belt likes to slide in a little bit, and it'll actually, it can slide in and just plug the whole damn thing up. So there you go. Remember that 20 I showed you about a month ago? She's still rolling. About as tame as timid as you can get. How you doing, buddy? Coming up by you. See this belt? I just take and I push it like that. Plus it helps you get up here and take a good look at everybody. That bunk there is lined right up. You can see I'm pulling corn from that silo way out yonder. You see it trickling out, coming on this conveyor. And away we go. Again, this is just haylage, corn silage, and high moisture grain all mixed together. That's what it's going to look like. And then it just kind of drops in and it just mixes all together. And then away we go. We're at the buffet. Hey girls, the buffet's open. Let's roll. Just to touch back on how I'm feeding again. We don't buy any supplements to mix in this feed. Okay, I mean, I buy a little bit of a mineral. There's a yellow Gandy over there by that silo. I don't know if you can see it. I dump some bags in there a few times a week. But we only feed what we grow. And we may not get a ton of milk. We do pretty good. I mean, we're still here, aren't we? But we don't have the big bills coming every month. You know, if you're trying to pour the feed to them and for some reason they don't take to it, or the heat or whatever, the bills still have to be paid. You know, you're stuck with it. So we never got involved with any of that. We just fed what we grow and try to do the best job possible putting it up, and it's worked out pretty well for us. Very simple but effective and sustainable. And that's a wrap. 15-20 minutes in the morning while I'm scraping, you can have all these cows fed. And I know that's good timing. You know, I don't go to a lot of other farms, so I'm not sure how they do it and how long it takes, but they're lined up and it just works. You know, when it's working right, that's how long it takes. Nothing really happened too bad this morning. It's a nice little boss cow. Look at her. Number 7. She's got that horn, right? You see that horn? tried to cut that off. We missed it, and she's a heifer. She uses that horn. It shined right up, so that's why we don't like horns on them. It's a heifer number 44. God dang big babies, what she is. So here they are. They like this bunk a little bit better, and then because of that is because that first silo we filled, I told you, remember, the hay got a little dry on us. Well, I'm working through that. I'm about out of that, but they still prefer this one better. The other hay silo I filled, well, it's just fermenting better. So, isn't that a pretty sight? They're all lined up, and now I can finish scraping, and from here I'll probably go down and take care of the dry cows. But that's what I do. Got the water trough right in the mix too. Nice setup. Okay, so what's going to happen now is I'm going to let them haul that manure out and finish the scraping. You can see in here, they're just mowing on that feed there. So the silo down at the dry cow barn is empty. That's corn silage also. First time I've ever emptied it this early. It usually makes it till the next corn harvest. Well, had a lot of heifers, extra heifers down there. You know, in the past we've sold heifers so we wouldn't be overcrowded, but we're not doing that anymore. We're just gonna cull heavier, and you know, you sell them, it's nice, you get a little bit of money, but it's better to have them. They're worth more than just a little bit of money laying around. You know, it just works out better. So if I got a bad cow I can get rid of, get a little bit for her. So being that silo is empty, I'm gonna take this wagon and I gotta back it out of here, and I got to take it down there and feed them. I dump it right in the bunks. I've been doing this every day for the last couple weeks now. You'll see it works pretty well, but we're getting low on corn. But as you see, as we go down there, I'll show you how the corn's looking. Wrap these up tight. These coming undone. Driving down about a mile where them dry cows are. Don't want to run one of them hoses over. So here I'm stopping. I'm on the back side of the farm going down the lane. We're going to go down to that. That's the dry cow facility down there where that silo is. This was second cut and taken off. Third, you see, is already kind of growing back. Not a lot of rain, dry, but there's been some dew in the morning that's been bailing us out. Let me climb up here. This is our first corn planted, silage corn. We'll chop it all. I mean, look at the height of this stuff. It's starting to tassel. We're real happy about this. We've got some of the better crops, I think, in the state right now. That being said, because we got some favorable rain showers, not a ton, but we've pounded this ground with cow manure, and when it's dry like that, that'll help pull that corn through, you know, even some of the driest conditions. You'll see some of the corn as we go all the way down. This was all cow manure ground, and that's why it's doing so good. Yeah, doesn't that work pretty slick? I still got this wire charged up because I don't want them in here messing around. But this silo, she's plumb empty. Here's my little chute I made. If you look in here, I had probably, I want to say almost a foot, but it's been 90-some degrees, and it was throwing out some black stuff. It was just, enough was enough. I haven't had it this low in years. I'm happy with it. You know what? Back up here at the main farm, when I come back from the dry cows, I always feed these heifers. It's right behind my house and next to the farm. They're getting bred out in this field, so I'll lay them a jag right down this fence line. Look at them. They're wanting it. They're wanting it bad. You gotta feed cattle, heifers, any type of livestock along a fence like this. I kind of got it a little far out right here. They can probably reach it. You got to put it along a fence, because if you just ran it out there, they'll stand in it and they'll crap in it. They'll do all sorts of weird stuff. So they can't go past this fence, and you make them eat it, and they line up perfectly. And that's how you feed cattle, because any other way, they just make a mess of it. You know, you gotta remember, you gotta treat them like children, because that's pretty much what they are. Big old kids. Ain't that right, girls? They're tame. Back up at the main farm, I told you second cutting was in the books, in the barn more like it. We bale them all up round bales, and I'll trickle one in to the main milk cows about every other day. Good dry hay. See all the leaves and stuff still on them, just falling out of it. It helps clean out their bellies a little bit. You know, they're eating all that fermented moist feed every day, and I'll give them this, and I'll take you in there and show you. They love it. I think it helps keep them regular. You know, I don't know, it'd be like eating this is pure protein, so almost like walking around eating a jerky stick. Good stuff. It's starting to heat up out here. See how they pick through this, and they're still on that main one. I don't want to overfeed them, because if they don't eat it, it'll get hot and it'll mold. You'll be chucking it out, you know. So it's like a little game you have to play with them. Here's the bale. Mark fed him a bale. He pushed ticket and he pushed underneath this roof, and they're going at it. They already got it shrinking down. I get by here, bud? Thank you. There it is. They're mowing on that. Okay, having a ball. And the rest of these girls are congregating by the water and that other bunk. Hey, you remember that Bobcat skid steer we had? I had it at the drag cow lot. You know, we bought a brand new case, and that's what we have up here. So then the other case was a 16. I took it down there. Well, we got the Bobcat all ready, all slicked up. Greg was working on that. 2,200 hours on it or something. It's up for sale. Let's just go check it out. I think you're gonna like this. Bobcat 7.3 turbo. Remember this at the dry cow lot. She's up for sale. She's down here at the barn, the American Flag barn. New tires, cab heat. This has been a good girl. 2,300 hours on it. Very low hours. 15.5 we're asking. May sound kind of high, but they're 40-some thousand new. This has got heat, so we bought that new one. Time to get rid of this. These were one of the best skid steers ever made by Bobcat. They're very common. It's got that Kubota motor in the back, and just a clean machine. Fully serviced. So any of you guys interested in this, you can email me, but we're not gonna just give this thing away. It's just too good of a machine. We got a set of tracks with it too, so I thought I'd show you that. And I showed you that corn that was tasseling. Now you're gonna see these beans. First field of beans planted. A lot of leaves are already starting to dry off on it. Got some rain, but if you look, she's still just dry. This grass is dying. Got some bees. Looks like the spray, we did a pretty good job on the spray. But all right, guys, how'd you like that? He had something out there scaring the deer away and the animals away. That's what that buoy was. That's gonna do it for the video. Feels good to be back. Thanks for everybody praying for me, and then everybody from Michaela too, giving her a shout out. Follow me at Kip Sigler Farming on Instagram. Maybe next video I'll give you a little tour of this shop. I just got some more work done on it, and I'll show you this old truck. Some of you guys haven't seen it. I've been on Instagram with it, that'll about do it. So stay on the milk products, and God bless. Thanks.